Hello peoples and welcome back! We are here with part 34 of Let's Play Pokemon White and we are moving into the Elite Four now, okay? We've almost finished the main story of this game and the whole point of this Let's Play, so let's get going. Now, first thing I should mention is that unlike every other Pokemon game in history, this is the very first one that allows you to choose whatever order you want to fight the Elite Four in. So I'm going to go with the one I always go with. I'm going to start off with the Ghost-type trainer, Shauntal. And I gotta admit that it's pretty cool going up to meet the Elite Four. It'll be a bit annoying watching it over and over again because it's really annoying. Eyes brim with dark flame, this man rejected everything other than himself in order to bring about single justice. That's part of a novel I'm writing. I was inspired by the Challenger who was just here and somehow I got a little sad. Excuse me, you're a Challenger, right? I'm the Elite Four's Ghost-type Pokemon user, Shauntal, and I shall be your opponent. Okay, so here's our first battle, people, against Elite Four member Shauntal, the Ghost member. Okay, this, you should know that, unlike the previous games as well, is that you can choose whatever one you want to go for. Each member of the Elite Four will have the same level of Pokemon. They won't be higher than the previous one, they'll all be the same levels, roughly. Okay, so she starts off with a Cofagrigus, of all things, and we're gonna go with Crunch, and surprisingly, I actually take out this thing in one shot. I heard Cofagrigus was supposed to be incredibly bulky, but I guess I got lucky. Unfortunately, I got the mummification, so that means my Moxie is completely nulled. And that is not good, so I'm going to switch into something you would never expect. Dun, 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 dun. I have Druddigon back. And the reason why I'm using Druddigon is because I realized that Druddigon is better in this particular circumstance because, well, Zweilious. I would have a Zweilious by now because my Dino evolved when I was leveling up, and I realized that Dino's final stats is nowhere near to Druddigon's. I mean, it surpasses Druddigon's when he evolves into Hydreigon, but there's no point because I'll never get to level 64 by the time I start the Pokemon League. It will make it too easy, so I'm just going to go with Druddigon instead. And besides, a lot of people wanted you to see me using Druddigon, so I'm going to go right with him. We've already taken out 2 of Shauntal's Pokemon in one shot with Druddigon alone. This thing's a monster. Alright, I take back what I said earlier on when I was fighting Iris. This Druddigon could be really, really useful, especially with the sheer force. I mean, I've already taken out 2 of his Pokemon in one shot. Alright, so this is going on pretty well. I'll go with Crunch to take out her last Pokemon, which is Chandelure. I think it's on my one. And unfortunately, I get the Flame Body burn, which is really bad. I cannot do much now, so I'm going to have to switch out because my burn will have my attack, not to mention also take HP from me every single turn. And I think I'll go into Crocodile because if it uses Shadow Ball on me, which I'm presuming it's going to do, it won't do as much damage. Chandelure is a Pokemon to look out for, guys. Like, I have one for a reason, you know. So, if you make a mistake on this Chandelure, it will eat you alive, okay? I'll go for Dig because, I don't know. I'll just go for Dig. I mean, it doesn't matter if I go for Crunch or Dig, they're both going to do the same amount of damage. And do I take this thing out one shot? I do. Yeah, Chandelure is gone. I get crit, and I get Flame Body Burn. Great. Okay, so now Crocodile's been crippled as well as Druddigon, so that's pretty much that. And Druddigon gets to level 51, and that's our first member beaten. That's great. We've beaten our first Elite Four member without breaking a sweat. I did take a bit of damage, and I got 2 of my Pokemon burned, but hey, that's a lot better than I thought it would have turned out to be. So we're now moving on to our next Elite Four member, which is Marshal, I think. And let's see. It's funny, I have all my Pokemon level 50 across the board except for Superior, who was level 51, and Druddigon got to level 51 as well. Okay, so I'm speeding up things here because it takes forever, giving a Rost Berry to Crocodile and giving a full restore to Druddigon, so all my Pokemon are back at full health now. And now we'll challenge Marshal. My mentor CEO's potential trainer. And I kind of sped through this too fast, so I can't read it, sorry. Alright, so we're on our next trainer, next Elite Four member now, Marshal, the fighting type trainer. Let's see what this guy's got now. He's got a throw, okay. I did a sprite test this guy only a few days ago. Alright, so I'm gonna go with Galvantula, because, you know, Bug is resistance to fighting, so I'm gonna go straight with Thunder, because, you know, 100% accuracy for the win. And what do we get? Finish this thing off in one shot. No, he's pretty bulky. No, he lasts with half his HP left, and he goes with Bulldoze, thinking he's going to do damage to me, but I'm tired Bug, so I don't take much damage. But I do get lowered speed, so I will have to switch out, because even though Throw is really slow, I would need speed to take out some of the rest of his Pokemon, so I think I'll switch out now. Let's see. Going to the Sock. Okay, I definitely need to switch out to that. I'll go into Jellicent, because ghost type, you know, immunity divine type of ghost type. It's pretty cool. So, he's going to Sock now, and I'll go with Scald, because if I can have this guy's attack, all the better, because this thing's got huge attack stat. And he goes with Stone Edge, and he gets a crit, which sucks a lot. And I have like quarter of my HP left, so I'm gonna go with Scald now, hopefully for getting the burn, but unfortunately I don't. But on the bright side I get a critical hit, but on the bad side, he will use full restore, so I'm gonna go with Recover, because I don't want to waste a full restore on Jellicent. He's a tank. Special tank, mind you, but still, I go with Recover, and I get up to about an eighth of my HP remaining to get, so, you know, I've got a lot of HP left. And he goes with Stone Edge again. Hopefully I don't get a crit. Hopefully he doesn't get a crit. He doesn't. And I go with Scald. Hopefully I get a burn this time. And I don't. Okay, so I'm still not getting a burn. I'll try Scald one more time because I don't think Jellicent can last much longer. He's Stone Edging me, and with every Stone Edge it risks a critical hit. So let's see. Does Scald burn Sock this time? No, it doesn't. Okay, I'm going to have to switch out. Jellicent cannot take any more damage. Alright, so I think I'll switch into Superior because, you know, I think it's got more bulk than the rest of my team. So I'll go in with Superior, hopefully take this thing out. And he goes with a full restore, like I knew he would. Okay, so I will go with Leaf Blade. Hopefully I'll get a crit. Let's see, the critical hits are great, as long as you're the one doing them. And no, it doesn't. He gets a Stone Edge on me now, and hopefully he doesn't get crit. No, it doesn't, and does less damage than I thought it would, thank God. And I go with Leaf Blade again, and that will take out Sock. Yes. Okay, so that's his second Pokemon out of the way. He's only got 2 left now. He's got a Mind Show. Okay, so he's going to use Mind Show next. I will switch into Chandelure. Mind Show's got huge base attack stat, okay? I think it's 130 or maybe 140, I can't remember, but it's ridiculously huge. So, I'll switch to the Chandelure and Fire Blast this thing. Unfortunately, it's faster and uses Rock Slide, and I'm like, oh crap. But thankfully, I survive. And I go with Fire Blast, and it does huge amount of damage, because you know Fire Blast Chandelure with max special attack for the win. He's not EV raised, my Chandelure. In fact, none of my Pokemon are EV raised, but they are in my DS, but not in this. It doesn't need to. But still, I did a lot of damage with just Fire Blast. Now, I don't think I'm going to take out Conkeldurr in one shot with Fire Blast, but I'd say I do a lot of damage. Let's see now. Conkeldurr is something to watch out for. He's got huge bulk, huge attack. And I take him out in one shot! Wow, Chandelure, you're a beast! Alright, so, that's Marshal finished. So that's 2 out of 4 done. Now we'll move on to our next trainer, and I'm just going to cut ahead here so I can, speed things up. I didn't think I would have enough time to record all of it at once, so I kind of stopped here, but then I thought, I got a bit more time left, so I decided I'd record the rest of it. So, here, yeah. Okay, and as usual, I will just speed up these intros here, because they just take too long. I mean, they're good for the first time, but you get really, really repetitive when you keep doing them. Man, oh man, what is going on today? Challengers coming one right after another. Well, no manner. I am Grimsley of the Elite Four, and I will fulfill my duty to be your opponent. Okay, so here's number 3, Grimsley, and he's a Dark-type user. Alright, so this ought to be an interesting battle. Kind of reminds me of concept of Count Dracula. I don't know. I think his design is deadly. Alright, so he's got a Scrafty here, and this thing is bulky as well as dangerous. This thing could rape your entire team if it has Dragon Dance, but hopefully he doesn't have Dragon Dance. And I go with Thunder, hopefully taking this thing out, but did he just get Thunder when he was in mid-air? Well, I don't know. He goes with Sand Attack, knowing it's not really going to do much, because, you know, I got Compound Eyes, so hopefully this Thunder will hit. Yay! Okay, so Thunder hits him, and Scrafty is gone for. I've gone for something better rather than Sand Attack. Okay, so that's Scrafty gone for, and Druddigon gets some EXP, and his next Pokemon is going to be Crocodile. Oh, so you're going to use my Pokemon again, are you? Alright, so I'll go in with Superior. Knowing I can take a hit, I will finish Crocodile off in one shot with Leaf Blade. I think I can. Alright, so he's got Intimidate now, unlike Moxie, so I'm thinking, oh dear, I'm not going to finish this guy for one shot probably. So we'll go with Leaf Blade. Hopefully Crocodile doesn't have a lot of bulk. Well, his one anyway. And I get the crit, so he's finished in one shot. Okay, so he's only got 1 left. No, wait, no he's not. No, he doesn't. 2 left, sorry. What am I thinking? Okay, he's got B-Sharp now. Okay, so I'm going to go into Druddigon, because Druddigon is the only Pokemon I have that have fighting-type moves, Rock Smash. And with Sheer Force in play, Rock Smash will do a lot more damage. Okay, so I will go straight with Rock Smash, because he has massive weakness to fighting, because he's both Steel and Dark. and takes it down to the red zone. He goes with Night Slash. Hopefully, Druddigon should survive this, and he does. I'll go Rock Smash again, but he uses Full Restore again. Okay, so B Sharp is now full HP, but he won't be for long, so I'm gonna, you know, Rock Smash him. And I take him down to 1% HP. What am I doing? But then he has to continue being a troll and giving the spam of full restores. So I Rock Smash again. And hopefully we'll take it out this time. It doesn't. Oh wait, is he going to use full restore again? Let me guess. Is he going to use full restore? No, he's not. Okay, so I finally take out B Sharp after like 3 full restores. I think he's not getting the picture that I am just going to beat him. So he's going to go with Liepard now, a Pokemon I despise. Alright, so I'm going to go with Rock Smash again, take this thing out. But knowing, you know, Liepard, he's going to go straight with Fake Out like they all do. So I'm just going to go Rock Smash again. He goes at Night Slash. Hopefully he doesn't take me out. It doesn't, it barely does any much damage. And Rock Smash almost takes out Liepard. Okay, is he going to use full restore now? No, I'm just going to bulldoze lower speed. But he goes to Attract. Oh, great. Okay, come on, Druddigon. You're not supposed to be the mad in love type. Finished up. Yay! You ain't gonna let any cat win you over. I don't know how that works. The cat and dragons mix? I don't think so. Alright, that's the 3rd battle finished, and now we're moving on to our final Elite Four member, which first let me go through the teleporter. And now we are on our final member of this battle, and it is, surprisingly, people don't know who this people who don't know who this last Elite Four member is. She is from the Battle Frontier from Pokemon Platinum and Pokemon Heart Gold and Soul Silver. If you remember, the Battle Palace, I think it was, the butler serves her. Yeah, she's a little girl who sits on that little chair. She is all grown up now, so basically this means that this game is based, what, 10 or 12 years after Pokemon Generation 4, so that's like, no game is not giving us a specific time stream since, you know, Gold and Silver, so this game is actually based like 10 or 12 years after Generation 4, whatever. Okay, so she's gone in with a Reniculus, and I think Chandelure can finish this thing off, because Reniculus is more of a special attacker rather than a defender. So I'll go with Shadow Ball, and hopefully take this thing out in one shot, because I think it's pretty bulky. And surprisingly, it takes that one shot. Great. You never let me down, Chandelure. Alright, so she's going down to Masharna, you know, that sleeping pillow thing. Alright, so let's take out this with another Shadow Ball. Hopefully we'll take it out one shot, but I've heard Masharna is also quite especially defensive, so yeah, it didn't finish off one shot, and she packs Shadow Ball, which is really bad. Oh, Chandelure, please survive this. Yay. And she's just bragging about blah 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 blah. I'll go with Energy Ball, because it will finish it off, but she goes for full restore, so that's not good. But it does mean that I will take it out with Shadow Ball in the next turn, so Energy Ball this thing. Oh, and just to let you know, I got Energy Ball by trading my Chandelure to my DS, changing an Energy Ball, and then trading it back here. Okay, so Shadow Ball, and thankfully I got the special defense drop from Energy Ball, so this is definitely going to finish it. So Shadow Ball finishes off Masharna, and that's that. And if you have a DS or, you know, previous games or anything like that, I suggest, you know, do this stuff. I mean, I would do a perfect walkthrough. I just really wanted to give Chandelure Energy Ball. I mean, that's probably the only time I'm ever going to use it, but I just wanted Chandelure to have Energy Ball. I really love Energy Ball. It's like my favorite grass type attack. Alright, so she's going into Sigalith now, knowing that I can do damage to this thing. I'm going into Galvantula and Thunder this thing, Kingdom Come. And hopefully we'll take it out, Sigalith. And it does. And I knew it would survive Sigalith, because even though Galvantula's bug type, his electric trait makes him, you know, neutralized for flying weakness, so it doesn't really matter there. Okay, our final Pokemon is Gothitelle, and I'm going to switch into Crocodile. So hopefully taking out this gothic Lalita thing, I don't know. Well, whatever the case is, I use Crunch and it takes her down to the red zone, and she goes Calm Mind, hopefully trying to set up a special sweeping strategy of some kind. But knowing her, she's going to use Full Restore, and I'm going to go with Foul Play, because if I don't take it out in one shot, then I suggest I just take it down to like the amount of damage I need that will take it out completely. So Foul Play does its job, and I'll go with Crunch, which will ultimately finish off Gothitelle. And that's the Elite Four finished. Okay, I beat them all without breaking much sweat. I mean, I did raise my Pokemon quite a lot. Audinos for the win. So, yeah, that's the Elite Four finished. Thanks for watching, guys. Comment, rate, subscribe, and in the next video, we'll be fighting the champion. So, I'm going to keep using Druddigon now because, you know, he's a lot better than I thought he was, okay? Shame on me, okay? Alright, guys, thanks for watching. See you next time. Comment, rate, subscribe. Peace out, guys.